Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where we take trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites for you to understand, and then we read it dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by the respective companies. This is going to be the first few issues of Birthright, a book that's been published by Image Comics. Now, if you guys want us to continue this series, give the video a like because we'll be judging which indies get to continue based on your votes. Also, keep in mind, indies are released monthly and sometimes skip months, so the wait between the episodes may be a bit lengthy. Our story begins with a boy named Mikey and his father Aaron playing catch. Aaron was just supposed to occupy Mikey long enough for his mother and his brother Brennan to set up the birthday party for him. But this wouldn't be a day of celebration like the entire family was planning, because when Mikey ran into the woods to get the ball his father threw there, he vanished. The police and the FBI arrive, and neither can find any trace of the boy. Eventually, a year total has passed, and as time went on with no evidence as to what happened to Mikey, the news outlets began to blame Aaron, stating that he killed his own son. That rumor began to spread, and even Brennan had to deal with the bullies at school over it. Aaron began to drink very heavily, and his wife, well, she wanted to divorce him because everyone said that he killed their son, and she was starting to believe it. But everything changed one day, one exact year later, when the FBI agent who was in charge of their case came knocking at the door. They had found a wandering man, clad in armor, brandishing many weapons, who claimed to be Mikey. Upon seeing this man sitting in the interrogation room, Aaron knew that this was his son. He had no idea how this happened, and he had no idea what had happened, but a father knows his son, and he knows that this is Mikey. His wife can't believe it. She doesn't want to believe it. But the FBI agent explains that this is possible. Just listen to his story. Mikey tells the tale himself, and he explains that he ran into the woods, and he quickly realized that he had ended up somewhere else, somewhere that he didn't recognize. But before he could even get his bearings, a giant beast jumped on him, and some children with wings on their backs flew in and grabbed Mikey, saving him. They drowned him in front of a hulking gray monster, who just chuckles. "You're just a runt, aren't you, hero? My Gideons and I took a mighty risk coming to Mountain Ash Forest to get our hands on you, and if you are the savior, we are doomed." The heroic monster explains to Mikey that his name is Rook, and that they are in the land of Terranos, the meanest land in all of creation. An ugly force of nature named the God King Lor is currently looking to run everyone out of the land, and has already slaughtered thousands. But there is a prophecy, one that states that Mikey will defeat the God King Lor. So, one of the Gideons named Raya was assigned to watch over Mikey, and with nothing else to lose, Rook began to train him. Mikey was promised a return trip home once he defeated Lor, and he trained to do just that. Mikey did countless terrible things, but he did follow the prophecy, and eventually, he killed God King Lor in the battlefield and ended hundreds of years of enslavement for the people of Terranos. After the battle ended, Rook arranged for Mikey to return home so that he could hunt the war criminals who opened the portals between the worlds. But before he went on his mission here on the planet Earth, he just wanted to see his mom and dad. Mikey's mom reels back from the two-way mirror, and the FBI agent continues to explain. "Now I know this sounds insane, but all of the tests are matching up. Everything that we have states that this is Mikey. When he arrived, he had Mikey's clothes, backpack, and a notebook, and the notebook is just filled with gibberish." Aaron turns to the FBI agent and his wife and he says, "I told you I didn't kill him, and he's coming home with me right now." As the two of them begin to argue over whether or not Mikey is coming home or not, Mikey has been left alone in the interrogation room. A voice speaks to him from deep down inside of his very being. "Do you remember your orders, fallen hero? Our agent of deceit and destruction? The vow you made to the God King Lor on the day of your defeat?" And Mikey, almost as if he's in a trance, replies with, "Yes, all of Lor's enemies on Earth must be destroyed so that my home can burn." Eventually, the family and the FBI agent decide to let Brennan talk to his brother. They decide to let him decide for himself if that's Mikey or not. They're brothers. They know things that only brothers would know. So they let Brennan in, and the first thing Mikey does is jump up for joy. "Brennan, are you here to free me?" But Brennan tells him, "No, I'm here to see what happened to my little brother." So after a little coaxing by the voice inside of him, Mikey explains that he needs Brennan's help. He is his brother Mikey, and he needs to save the world. Brennan snaps at him. "You're just some sicko looking for attention. Don't even know why I bothered coming in here." And as Brennan begins to leave, Mikey yells out, "Wait, I can prove it. You see this scar in my nose? I got this before, Terranos. You pushed me down the stairs in a laundry basket, but we told everyone that I tripped." And Brennan just looks at him questioningly. "All right, let's say I believe you. What do you need to save the world?" "My tools," Mikey yells out. "It is my wish that you help me escape. And even if you don't, I'm done explaining myself." Mikey gets to his feet, breaking the chains holding him down, and he throws the chair at the mirror, revealing behind it both of his parents. "Mom? Dad? Your weapons are down the hall in lockup, son," Aaron says. "Thanks, Dad," Mikey says as he kicks the door down. In the hallway, the police are already prepared to stop him and they launch a taser at him, but Mikey catches it, and he clotheslines the officer before chucking him down the hallway. Brennan runs out and he yells, "Dude, that was badass!" And Mikey stops for a second. "Join me, brother. We need to stop what happened to our family from happening to anyone else." The two brothers march down the hallway and into lockup, and as the police chase in after them, Mikey grabs his magical sword and he ignites its power. Barreling down the hallway, he blocks all of the bullets that are fired at him until he defeats every police officer there and he knocks out the FBI agent. Brennan and Mikey run outside, where Mikey takes a mighty leap, landing on the hood of a police car, destroying it. With everyone defeated, he looks at Brennan and the two of them realize they have no means of transportation. That is, until Aaron arrives with the car and tells the two of them to get in, while Mikey's mom is yelling, "This is crazy!" But after a little arguing with her from Aaron and Brennan, Mikey looks at her and says, "Mother, please." But she just pushes away Mikey. "No, I can't!" Aaron yells for the boys to get into the car. He'll take care of Mikey like he was supposed to this whole time. And with that, Mikey's greatest adventure begins. Now I need you to decide if you want more. Unlike our Walking Dead episode where it was intended to be a single episode, we are willing to continue this series as they release. But I need you to decide which indie series we're going to continue. Give us a like if you want to know what happens to Mikey next. And don't forget about our gaming channel and our list channel, both of which are on the description down below, and our Twitter @Comicstorian. Thank you guys for joining us, and I'll see you next time right here.